What's up, guys, and welcome back to My Winter Car. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we tried out the taxi job, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really like it. It seems like it's a lot more trouble than it's really worth. You know, I was thinking we were getting paid like almost 200 marks per person, which is kind of true, but then I remembered that we actually get paid a salary, which is just a really small percentage of the dollar amount that they give us. What the heck is going on out here? I hear someone just spamming a horn. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Hopefully they're all right. So I'd really like to try out that like 9 to 5 job that we talked about previously, but before we do, I feel like it's probably in our best interest to sober up. You know, I'd like to get completely clean and totally kick alcohol, because I could see this really becoming an issue for us when we're trying to work. Starting to get a little tired. I just passed out there for a second. We have to work all the way out here. This is our parents' house. That's not necessarily that far if we were to live there full time, but this is where we live currently in this apartment complex. So we have to drive all the way over here just to get to work. And like I said, I could see Drunk Man is alive and well. Yeah, we're getting really tired. I'm gonna have to go to bed here in just a moment, but I could totally see us carrying around brewskis all the time becoming a bit of an issue, especially with the local police. So what we're gonna try to do today, ladies and gents, is a method that's called mega sobering. And it's a little dangerous. I'm just gonna say that.
The next morning.
Okay, it is now Thursday night. I think we might have slept for nearly a full 24 hours, but that's okay. So, first step to this whole mega sobering procedure is we, of course, have to make our way down to gas station to get some supplies. You know what? It actually seems like it might be getting a little brighter out, so maybe we slept just long enough. Now, I've read a couple of different write-ups on this whole mega sobering technique. One of which uses food, the other does not and takes way longer, but is maybe a little bit more safe. We're gonna try going the food route today, so I'm gonna buy out all of the sausages, all of the macaron box, which I think is supposed to be macaroni, not 100% sure, and then all of their chips as well. Marguerite, if you could help me out here, that would be great. 346 bucks. Problem bar is now red. We'll talk quite a bit more about the problem bar here a little while later on. I'm gonna put that on the floor so I don't get it confused. One of you had also mentioned just buying out all of the classified magazines and leaving them in the Really? Leaving them in the grocery bag that Marguerite, whenever she gets back over here, will give us. If we just kind of put that next to the phone and take a magazine out whenever we need it, the ones in the bag won't despawn. The one outside the bag obviously will. You walk so very slow, but I appreciate you getting over here as quick as you can. So this bag I'm gonna put in our sorbet first, just so I remember what's in which bag. I'll put this one in the trunk. So trunk is magazines. And then we'll come back in here and grab the food bag. This will go in the back seat. And we've got to skedaddle on back home straight away so we can start addressing this problem bar. But mark my words, ladies and gents, if I end up doing this correctly today and don't end up dying, we might be able to see our problem bar shift from saying problem back to thirst, how it used to be in my summer car. Okay, now that we're back at home, our first order of business is going to be trying to get our problem bar 100%, but instead of red, it just needs to be white. And it's gonna take a minute. unfortunately. I've got to try to get it, like, as bang on as possible, too. It'd be really nice if we had some sort of a way just to know, like, what the percentage is. But it goes all the way up to 200%. So at 200%, that's when we die of dehydration. Wow, this is really taking forever. I'm going to have to pee. Apparently, or I should say allegedly, there... No. No. Alt F4. So I might have just died of a full bladder, but what I was trying to say is allegedly there's nothing bad will happen if we urinate all over the floor in our apartment. Whereas back in my summer car, if we peed anywhere inside of our house, we would start to get like piss stains on the floor and whatnot. That doesn't seem to happen. And I guess it's really only a problem if you care about the aesthetics of your apartment or house, right? It has no effect otherwise. This really does take forever. I gotta be quick on the Alt F4 too, because once you die, it's gonna save, and then we're gonna respawn over at the graveyard. We're still peeing. Our urine isn't going down anymore. Problem is still in the red. All right, cool. No, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. Got it. Oh, okay. I've got to finish peeing. But we've almost got it to 100%. That was very, very close. Let's lean on in here for another sip or two, or three, or perhaps four. Yeah, this is... Oh. This is just the way it is. Okay. Nope. It needs to be, like, right at 100%. Otherwise, eating this food here in just a moment will kill us. Alright. I'm gonna stop right there. That seems decent. Okay, let's get this bag opened up. Oh, no, a phone call. Too soon, too soon. Alright. 1 chip, 1 macaron box. Starting my timer, we have 5 minutes. That's all we got. And if we don't drink again in 5 minutes, we will die. Oh, more firewood? No way. Dude, we can deliver firewood to way more places in the wintertime. That's kind of nice. We learned last episode, or maybe the episode before that, I can't really remember. We learned that we can deliver firewood to the farm, which is cool. And now we can deliver firewood to a house right here in town. Very neat. Previously, the only other place that we could deliver firewood to was this guy that lives right out yonder. All right, I've gotta just watch my little timer here. Like I said, we have 5 minutes, but all of the food, I have a little notepad here. All of the food has or does different things to our thirst. So chips add 60% to thirst. Sausages add 12. I think they might be 3 or 4% if cooked, like individually. But we're not going to do that, of course. It takes too long. And the macaron box adds 24%. So we had 1 bag of chips and 1 macaron box when our thirst was at 100%. So now we have, like I said, about 5 minutes before we... Oh, I have to pee again as well? Right on the chips. Awesome. We have about 5 minutes until we pass away from dehydration. But what this does for us is, again, like the whole method here is called, it mega sobers us up. So it should be good, assuming we can not die. I've just been standing here above the tap to make sure that I don't completely fail at this, but we need to drink in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, that's 5 minutes. And again, we have to get our problem bar. I'm gonna stop my timer. We have to get our problem bar all the way back down to 100%. You could do any percentage of the problem bar as well. It's just the easiest to know when you're truly at 100% because of the color change from white to red. There we go, we're almost there. That seems pretty good. I do have to pee again. And we'll do, again, another chip. And another macaron. And wait for 5 more minutes. Now, it's probably best to do this whole method, like, when you first start the game. Now that we've been playing for a little while and doing so many things and drinking, well, at least one entire case of beer, our alcoholism is probably a little bit higher than it would be when you first, like I said, when you first start the game. So this might take us a couple of tries here. We may even have to go back to Psk for some more supplies, but we do have the sausages as well. So again, I'm just gonna hover over the tap here, wait for 5 minutes to pass, drink some more water until the problem bar becomes white, and then we'll just keep repeating that whole process. It's not super enjoyable, I know, but if this sobers us up, dude, that could be massive. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drink. Stop timer. We're doing it. We're doing it. No way! Why did it do that? Oh, because our alcoholism... Right, because our alcoholism is starting to not affect us as much, which is good, but that changes up the math a little bit. So, let's see, from... Maybe we want to get this down to like 50%? Okay. I'm good with where we're at. I don't even know, were we drinking water there or our own urine? I'm really not 100% sure. So, 2 of these, 2 sausages. I thought sausages were, oh no. Sausages are 12%. Okay, so 4 sausages then should bring us to right around 100%. I'm gonna wait just a little bit as well. And then, once again, we're gonna do 1 bag of chips. Oh, okay, we're a little over, hang on. No, this is so hard. This is so incredibly hard. And like I said before, there are 2 methods to this. You can do the method we're doing here, using food to increase your thirst or your problem, I guess in this case, or you can do it without food, which just involves you getting your problem bar to 100% like we've been doing, but instead of eating food then to get it up even higher, you just wait 30 minutes. I don't have that kind of time, so I opted to go with the food route, but the no food route is probably a little bit more safe. There's less margin for error doing that one. Okay, I think we're finally good to have some more chips and another macaron box, starting the timer. I'm guessing we need to do like 1 or maybe 2 more of these, which is good because we have plenty of chips, plenty of sausages, plenty of macarons yet. In 3, 2, 1, drink. Stop timer. All right, let's see how fast. Holy cow. Dude, we don't have to spend hardly like near as much time drinking from the tap. That's really good. Again, that is a very, very good sign. If you're wanting to do this as well, I would just go ahead and clear your whole schedule for the in-game day. We woke up bright and early, and the sun is already going down. So I just wouldn't plan on doing anything else for at least 1 whole day if you want to try this out as well. But again, maybe the last time here. We just have to wait for our problem to hit right around 100%. We're gonna have 1 bag of chips, 1 macaron, and then we'll drink for hopefully the last time. Even if we have to do that 1 more time, that's really not that big of a deal. I am starting to grow a little stir crazy though, just being inside of our apartment for an entire day. In 3, 2, 1, drink. Stop timer. We did it! Dude, we did it! Oh, this is amazing. Look at that, ladies and gents. Top left, no more problem bar. It now says thirst. And that's it. We're officially no longer an alcoholic. We're a non-alcoholic. We're more non-alcoholic than a virgin pina colada. Wait, does that mean that we're very much a virgin? No, because we had a kid with Suski. At least I think so. Anyways, so I'm gonna bring down our thirst. I am so relieved that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Brought our thirst right down. That is quite the sight to see. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Amazing. So when when I first started this series during episode 1, I honestly thought that problem was like a translation error from the dev, because I was expecting to see thirst. It wasn't until you guys said, like, no, bro, you got a drinking problem. That's what problem is, that I realized it was no error. Definitely no error. There we are, man. Oh, I'm going to save really quick just so we can lock this in. What? Is it only good for 1 day? Hang on. Oh. Okay, that actually must just be a visual bug at this point, because our thirst went down no problem whatsoever. I wish it still said thirst though. That was kind of neat. And on that note, unfortunately, that is where we're gonna have to wind things down at for. I'm kidding. Is joke. My bad. Of course, we're gonna do some other stuff today. It'd be a really lame episode if all we did was just mega sobering the whole time. A really short episode as well. So, let's grab one of these brand spanking new classifieds magazines. Change our language, and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so the tires appear to change every time, or with every magazine. Last time they were like the SLX wheels and tires. This time they're just studded tires on 13-inch rims. Oh shoot, what did our car come with? Our car came with 14-inch rims and tires. Well, 14-inch rims. So we probably don't want to go with the 13s, but another thing that I learned, thanks to one of you guys, is our Rivette is a 1975 post-facelift model, which I guess is too old for us to be able to like restore it all to factory everything and get some sort of like a classic cars title, or I'm probably not even wording that properly, but there's apparently something that you can do with the inspection shop if you restore your car to original everything. So our car, long story short, our car won't ever be able to do that, pretty much. So we don't have to worry about restoring it to its all original everything. We can kind of buy just whatever the heck we want. And what I'm interested in right meow is this warranty level chorus parts right here. We've got a right door starter fender gear stick. Could be the 5-speed gear stick that we need. Another instrument panel, which we don't necessarily need. But some body panels could be cool. Really, we should be worried about the engine, but I'm gonna call this dude anyways. It's only 270 bucks. Or sorry, 270 marks. My bad. We've got pressure plate, pistons, boot lid we already have, so maybe we could skip out on that one. Hand-picked parts, rivettes, right upper arm, front lower arm, cam pole manual. I don't know what that is. Headlight, right, and then left door. Wait, what was the other door? Right door. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's call this one too then. 320 marks for that. We don't have a ton of money, but I do want to keep trying to accumulate as many parts as we possibly can. Maybe we should wait. Oh, they're studded tires though. We also don't have like a lot of the suspension parts to be able to put the wheels on yet. But studded tires could be good. And it's only 110 marks. Let's do it. Grab a photo of that one. Okay. Now we can put the magazine down. It's probably best if we, you know, try to order as much parts as at one time as possible, too. All right. Anyways, I'm doing a lot of yapping right now. I'm very sorry about that. 014704339. Again, I put my phone too far away. We gotta just let it ring. So this is for the studded tires and rims. No problem, I'll send the parts through the mail, thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna have to wait for you to hang up now. There he goes. Okay, we can hang up, and we'll pick the phone back up. Next number, 046767781. This is that left door one for 320 marks. I am more inclined to buy body parts, just for the sake of a thumbnail, right? Because even if we get a whole engine assembled, having some body panels on the car is going to make it seem like we've gotten a lot more done than we actually have. You know what I'm saying? Not that I would ever try to trick you guys into clicking on a video. That's insane. Okay, 019599741. This one claims to be warranty level. Yeah, we'll see about that. This dude. Just waiting on you, bud. Yeah, don't. Dude, it's like he just... No, I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. That's bad. Well, we won't be needing these anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and just chuck them out in the snow. I wonder if drunk guy... Oh, he's not even around. Would want those. We'll try to give them to him some other time. And then this is just empty, so that can go out in the snowbank as well. Don't need that sucker. Oh, are the sausages still good? I wanted to check that after last time. Still good. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they'd say spoiled. And at this point, I think we probably have to head to bed. Unfortunately, our fatigue is starting to get up there again.
Oh, yeah.
I almost forgot to put all of our other sausages in these macaron boxes out in the snow as well. But here's the real test. Let's see if we couldn't just... Perfect. Drink from the tap as soon as it hits red. And now it says thirst again. We're looking good, ladies and gents. We are looking good. So I'm gonna have a quick pee here. And then maybe a smoke as well while we're at it. I think just for a little bit of money, since we haven't really received any other phone calls, we're gonna go do the firewood job. At least one of them. We can deliver to 2 locations. I'll probably do the one closest to our parents' house. But in the next episode, I promise I do plan on becoming a stereotypical salaryman, and we can try out that 9-to-5 job. Should probably check out the old mailbox too before we head out of here. Okay, just electric company, 153. I don't know. I mean, we did undo the fuse for our refrigerator here. I don't know what it was last time, but that kind of seems like it was a little cheaper maybe. All right, the sun is just starting to come up, so thankfully we're not going to be doing this this job completely and totally in the dark this time around. That'll be good. No mail. That's also good. I promise I'm not gonna leave the sorbet running in here like this for forever, but I am gonna utilize its headlights for the time being. Gotta hop in the tractor. Oh, one of you guys had told me. Turns out the whole time the Kekmet has had a dome light. Here I am using the dang beacon for an interior light, and that, it doesn't really do very much. This is nice. This is very, very nice. So, let's pull the hand throttle back. Hit the ignition, give her a little fuel, give her a little gas. Ooh. You know what I see? I see little to no fuel in the tank. I think we'll be able to get this chopped and we'll fill the trailer up, but I should just start moving too. I'm doing a lot of yapping today. I really am sorry about that. Oh, and lights. There we go. So we'll be able to get it filled, but after we get it filled, we should probably take the jerry can. I think there's one in there somewhere. We should probably take that into town so we can refuel the tractor. I've got the drive shaft hooked up. Didn't take me near as long to do that this time, and it seems like we're angled pretty well here. So let's rip the PTO. I'm not gonna idle it up super high this time around either, so we can hopefully, all right, looks like it's moving. So we can hopefully conserve a little bit of that precious diesel fuel, but let's get to work.
A few moments later.
All right, it seems like maybe 14 or 15 of those long logs is... Can you shut off, please? Do I gotta hold this or what? Brother, we're wasting fuel with you doing this. There it is. But it seems like 14 or maybe 15 of those long logs is what it takes to completely fill the firewood trailer. Now, I've had an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if it's a bad idea. So I'm gonna come into our parents' house here real quick like, and we're gonna get a drink from the tap and save. But my bright idea here, ladies and gents, is I wanna see if we couldn't just take the tractor and trailer across the lake over into Perejärvi. I'm really trying on that pronunciation. I really, really am. Hopefully that was halfway decent. But we have a delivery job in town, so why not? Why not? We just saved. What do we have to lose? Also, I'm going to go ahead and unplug the phone in here until, if we ever move in here full time, then we can plug it back in. But it's probably best to not rack up the phone bill when we don't ever stay here. You know what I mean? Here goes, right off the dock and out onto the ice. So far, so good, I think. We don't have much traction, but we are moving. We just need to go right over yonder, I think. I think we're pointed toward town. I can't think of a single thing that could possibly go wrong doing this.
Synnynkö uudelleen? Joskus eikä saan tietää sen. Ylös vielä liitellen. Lailla kotkan uljaan sen. Tähti taivassa odottaa. Ja tänne vielä maata tallaamaan. En tahdo vielä luovuttaa. Köyttä kaulan ripustaa. Mitä sitä piippua tunkemaan suun? Käännetään kaukoputki kaunisen kuun. Ja ihaillaan, kun vielä eletään.
I'm really not too sure that this was much faster than just driving out on the normal roads, but I'm having to go around what seems to be like some sort of a circle track race. Oh no, it's not even a perfect circle. Or it's called circle track racing, but usually the track is in an oval shape. This appears to have some zigzags going on in it. It's pretty sick. That's gonna be us someday. Maybe. Watch this, is that a beetle? What the heck? Yo, he's sliding! That's pretty cool. That is really pretty cool. Okay, I need to pay attention to where I'm going. What's going on up there? Oh, it's some caravans. We've got some spectators out here. This is really neat. I've never seen this area in the daytime. God, I'm so glad to be like off of the rough ice though, because now we can actually kick it into high gear and go quite a bit faster. We are running very low on fuel, but I'm confident that we're going to be able to drop off all this firewood and make it to the gas station without any issues. And just in case we can't do that, I was like, oh God, where'd the jerry can go? I brought the diesel jerry can with us. I think it's this house. Oh yeah. We got a guy standing out here. Okay, it's gonna be really, really tricky, whoops, to turn around here. So I'm gonna put her into low. And we're gonna have to do a multi-point turn, kind of jackknife the trailer a little bit, but we'll get it done before we run out of fuel, surely. Luckily for us, the snowbanks around here don't seem to really do much of anything to the tractor, which is good. Okay, let's see, how do we do this again? I've completely forgotten everything. Rear hydraulics. Oh, wait. I forgot to open up the... I don't even know if it's gonna dump out in the right spot. Oh, this looks decent enough. Forgot to open up the gate. There it is. Alrighty. You have trouble and I have payment. You can buy beer and sausages with all the money. We're just gonna stick to sausages. I think at this point, 3,200 marks though. Easy come up, easy come up. We've got 5,100 marks chilling in the back pocket. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling really pretty good today. And now we're gonna head over to the gas station to fill the tractor up with some diesel because we're almost about to start running on fumes here. And I'll try to fill up the jerry can as well. I might fill up the jerry can first. And I do want to keep using cash to pay for fuel because as we learned, what money is in our bank account, at least until we get that 9-to-5 job, is what money is in our bank account. We cannot put our cash we have currently into that same account. So this is probably a good use of our money. I do want to see if we could put multiple bills in though, because like 100 marks at a time isn't great. Oh, and it's not even going to take that one. Cool. Yeah, cool. No, that's fine. It does take more bills. Okay, we're up to 200 marks. That should be fine for the time being. If we need more, we can obviously put more cash in, but I don't want to go over. And then we're going to use the ag diesel. So we'll start with the jerry can first. This thing should fill up relatively quickly. And then if we have any money left over, we'll start filling up the tractor. There we go. All right, get that lid shut. Oh yeah, we've only used 67 marks. And this thing was running on fumes. We almost didn't make it here. Ooh, okay. Maybe 100 more marks. Let's put that thing down. That probably says thank you for stopping or something along those lines. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Get our cap screwed back on here real quick like. Put that hose back. Try to toss this thing up in the cab. Seems like a decent enough spot. And we'll, I guess, probably take the normal roads since I haven't had a chance to save. I could go back to the apartment and save just real quick before we try that whole thing again, but I'm imagining it's in our best interest. Oh. There it is. I think it's probably in our best interest to just take the normal roads back home. So we're gonna make our way back to the woodshed, pick up the sorbet, and drive it on back to the apartment. So with that, I truly do think that this is probably where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.